Yeah, alright, I know I just did a Legend of Zelda game and all, it's just that there really is quite a lot to be said about Majora's Mask. And since the game was made almost 10 years ago, it's only fair to start with a brief summary of the plot, which I've managed to break down into 20 seconds. So Link's walking through a forest, meets a skull kid wearing the Majora's Mask, he gets abracadabraed into a Deku scrub, the creepy guy seals the curse on the mask, it dawns on Link that the moon is big, scary and 3 days away from smashing into the earth. He mucks about the time vortex for a bit, collects a load of weird masks, befriends a few giants, they hold the moon up for him, Majora's Mask ditches the skull kid, it undergoes a hideous transformation, Link fights it, wins, and they all lived happily ever after. Oh, that's a skull kid in the middle, by the way. He looks kind of different without the mask on. Now, you're probably wondering what compelled me to review such an old game. Well, I was thinking about it last night while I was online, and it suddenly occurred to me to try and download it. No, wait, let me start again. I was just in the shops the other day, when it caught my attention, and I went to pay for it, and then took it home to play it on my old game console. That's what I did. Now for the actual reviewing. The bad guys are in fact pretty easy to defeat, and the controls are quite fiddly. Oh god, no, I can't do it, I'm sorry. This game was perfect, in every single way. It's like I've died and gone to gaming heaven. And someone's asked me, would you like to majestically swim through clear waters, or roll at dizzying speeds across the mountains? Or perhaps battle a giant, rather challenging boss, unlike those stupid bosses you get in nowadays game consoles that practically bend over and ask you to kill them. And the storyline was just beautiful. There were bits that were touching, bits that were scary, but of course, there had to be room for improvement, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to make a humorous review. No, there was one flaw in the entire game, just one flaw, that is racism. Yes, you heard me, racism, like you've never seen it before. Allow me to explain. You see, you may or may not have caught on by now that in this game Link is able to switch between a number of different species. There's the water-based Zoras, the intelligent plants, Deku Scrubs, and the mountain-based Gorons. At one point, while I was stuck in Deku form, I tried to join this little gang of kids in town, and after quite easily passing their little initiation test, they turned me away from being a Deku Scrub. I didn't want to join their stupid club anyway. Later, I went to get a free boat ride through a swamp, discovering that it was only for humans, and while I was in my Goron form, I discovered a witch hurt in the woods, and when I tried to help her, I believe her exact words were, "Oh no, now I've done it, I've attracted some freak, I'll just play dead." Yeah, well, stay here and die then, you stuck-up bitch. Now, I'll be bringing back my old marking system from the Pokemon Ranger review for this one, simply because Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask aced every single category. The storyline, as I said, was beautiful. It's not desperate at all, because if anything, Legend of Zelda games are getting better every time. Didn't give me a headache, and fun. In fact, you know what? 10 out of 10 isn't enough. There we go, that's better. 100 out of 10 on the fun scale. So that's a total of 140 out of 40. Brilliant game, best I've ever played. But of course, if you disagree with me, please feel free to send me a message and let me know. All of your criticisms and complaints towards this game will be ignored and deleted in the order they're received. Oh, and sorry this review was a bit short, by the way, you know how it is. I've got Zora X to save.